Morning, CDP. How you doing? What's up, 420 Virgo? How you doing? Oh, that coffee is good today. Well, I hope everyone is doing well this Super Bowl Sunday. So the Patriots versus the Seahawks. That's going to be interesting. So uh, there are a lot of Super Bowl parties. So I have one to attend. So that's going to be really interesting. I may or may not go. It depends. I actually have to go to work the next day. But I hope you all are having a great Sunday. It's Sunday Funday, and I'm excited about what's going on, what's happening in the world, in my life personally. But I'm here today. So I had a chance to see a short, and it was Tracy with the T. And Tracy with the T was telling the people why the beef sector went south. And they act like they're talking about the beef sector in past tense. The beef sector is still here. Even though the beef sector is trying to find its way as well, the beef sector is still here. And it ain't going nowhere. I'll be long gone, but the beef sector will still be here. It is what it is. Hey, Room Shaker. But Tracy said the beef sector was dead because of new people begging, and it was something else she said, but it was begging new people, and it was something else that she said. Let me say this about the begging. People really need to speak for themselves. It's one thing to ask people constantly to give you something, or to ask someone for a cash app. Oh, and buying people down, buying people down, buying people down. So thank you 420. So let me tell you what type of begging, and let's be clear on what begging and scamming and all of these things are, because I think we really missed the point. Begging is when, let me, can you give me a cash app? Well, y'all, I'm hungry. Can y'all buy me a sandwich? Or I lost my phone. Can you all buy me a phone? That's big. And when you do it more than once, it really solidifies big. Hey, Hershey, that's big. Let me tell you what begging is not. I don't have a copier at home, so I went to the library to make the copy. Well, Jay, why don't we give you a copy? And people start giving money. That ain't begging. I didn't ask for it. It's a difference. So I think we need to really distinguish what begging is and what it isn't. When you don't ask for anything or even allude to the suggestion, it's not begging. Now, y'all don't ever hear me coming on asking nobody for anything. I rarely drop my cash app down in my site or when I'm doing my live. I hate commercials while doing the live because I think that it takes away. Now, I'm about the money. I am. But I know I don't like looking at people's streams and then all of a sudden, here come a commercial. No, no, it ain't dry begging. No, no. You specifically have to ask or to really be making to imply, and it needs to be real strong. Y'all know I don't have no printer, so that's strawberry. That's strawberry. But again, Tracy is right. People who do that have turned people off, and this is why they don't get nothing. However, people don't mind giving to you when they know you're going to do what you say you're going to do. People don't mind giving to you when they see you go to work every day. They know you can buy it, but they'll go ahead and throw it in because, again, they think that you're giving good entertainment. So that's how I feel about it. Now, I'm not mad because, somebody say, oh, her dog a holler. No, I'm just clarifying because I think she is right in that sense. I think she is right. I think she's right on two fronts. I think all she said was right. I do think that all she said was right. I believe that a lot of people became missionaries. They went to these foreign sectors and brought these people back. The people saw the amount over here in the beef sector. They talk about the beef sector bad, but the people in the beef sector are extremely generous. And they had no shame in asking for money. They have no shame in all of this stuff. A lot of this stuff that they're doing now, this wasn't beef sector stuff. This wasn't. So a lot of this was bought by the strangers. And I'm not mad at it, but let's call it what it is. Now, some people really beg. You ain't never heard me ask for no money for no sandwich, for my rent. You've never heard me ask another content creator. Now, in jest, yes, I'm joking, but in reality, I ain't on nobody platform asking for no cash app. And like I said, my cash app rarely comes down when I'm doing my show. But I do think Tracy is right. I think there is a lot of begging in the sector. And it has just, worn people's head. Because people don't want to work. People don't want to work. What they want you to do is pay for them. And let me say this to you all. You really don't hear me complaining about people not supporting me or I give y'all all of this and this is what y'all give me. Now, let me say this. I do my entertainment, and if people want to buy me a shredder and a copier, that is their business. I entertain. Baby, I come on in season, out of season. I come on when I don't even feel like coming on sometimes. I tell you all the truth of what's going on with me. Now, I don't give you my whole life because my whole life is not up for you to scrutinize, or I don't need to do that. But I am transparent in the sense of I'm going to tell you how I'm feeling. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm very upfront. You don't have to ever wonder why I'm on YouTube. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here to validate you. I'm not here for you to validate me. I'm not here to be in alliances. I'm not here to have friends because I'm lonely. I am here for money. I am here for payola. That's why I'm here. However, I get my money with my commercials. And if people want to bless me with a cash app, they do it. But it's not an obligation to the people that they have to give me some money, that they have to do anything. So I do think Tracy is right because people do beg. Now she said, and I'm one of them. Thank you, Jesus, for being honest with it. But like I said, I don't have time to beg. I think people get upset because the rider lives to make a suggestion, and then they'll do it, and then people get mad. And my thing is, if that can happen, You need to say, Jay, how does that happen? And Jay will say, well, number one, I don't beg the people in the first place. Number two, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. I'm getting smart glasses, but I want the smart glasses. Okay? I want the ones that show up on the screen. So I have that money in reserve, but I'm getting my smart glasses because I'm going to be able to go anywhere and do my lives. That's my whole goal. I'm still getting them smart glasses. Oh, yes, I am. I'm doing a lot of research right now, but I am going to get them. I do what I say, and I say what I do. And if you all would start doing that, people will trust you. Nobody's going to trust you to give you anything when you say you're going to do one thing, and then you do another thing, and then you tell the people to kiss your ass. Then you're going to tell the people if you want your money. No, 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 no. You don't do that to people. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If I didn't get a printer and wound up getting a Big Mac, then the people didn't give me the money for the Big Mac. They gave me the money to get the printer. If people gave me money to get a paper shredder, then that's what I'm going to get, a paper shredder. Now, a few people gave me around about like $60 to get them smart glasses. I'm not getting the cheap smart glasses. I'm going to get a nice pair of smart glasses because I want it to be able to do some things. And the ones that I want, I need a long battery for recording. Now, if you do that, people will bless you. You don't have to beg people. It's funny, you all. I think I was at Coach, and somebody said, "Ooh, Jay Wilson, don't be big." And I'm like, "Baby, I done paid for this bag. What are you talking about?" But just because the people bless me, you can't stop the people, and people will give you what they want to give you, and you're grateful for it. Now, let me tell you another thing that really bothers individuals. Then y'all get the money, and then you tell people to kiss your ass. Then you treat the people like dirt, like it was your money. And people don't like that. People don't like you cursing them out after they have given you money. People don't like you to lie about what you're going to do with the money and then make an excuse talking about if you want your money back. No, 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 no. If you don't do it, give the people their money back. That's the right thing to do. Now, in the case of Lemon and what's going on with him, that's interesting. But my thing is, this is why you don't pay for friendship. This is why you don't pay for loyalty. This is why you don't pay. You don't need to do that. That's my opinion. You let people do what they do. I'm going to drop the link, you all. Then she said, buying people down. You know, at the beginning, you all, I used to let people buy people down. But then I'm like, no, because what that does is really mess up your platform. Because you may have somebody on there that you really want to get information from or have a conversation with, but you can't really, because if somebody want to buy them down, the money becomes the ruler of your platform. And then people think because they give you money that they have control over your platform. And what content creators don't realize is that money is control. And once you start letting people do that, then you've given them your platform. And so I think that's a problem, personally. So that's my thoughts on that. Y'all give me a minute. I'm turning this temperature down now. It's a little warm in San Antonio today. So that's what I think about that. Buying people down, yeah, you get your money in the front end, but you destroy your show, you destroy your content, and then you give people control over your platform. Now, people have to be purchased up because when you're trying to protect your platform or if somebody's going to, somebody's insulting, somebody is a menace, or always try to sidetrack the conversation, you got to buy the person up, because I'm not giving them access I'm not giving them access. And if they're not willing to pay, then they're not willing to come on. That's what I do. I don't buy people down, because buying people down, again, allows people to control your narrative. You don't get the conflict. You don't get certain things. Now, I will let people buy Hershey down when she's drunk. That's an exception. Drunk Hershey can get bought down. I make exceptions to that. And that's the exception. Drunk Hershey, not sober Hershey, but drunk Hershey can be bought down. That's the exception. But there are some people who have to be brought up. Queen Tulsa has to be brought up. I mean, somebody has to pay to bring her up. She just can't come on my platform free. Rico has to be a paid up person. He can't get on my platform free. I've given people chances over and over again, and they have always not done right. So they got to be brought up. Jay Dunn can't come on my platform. Ness is the person who can't come on my platform. It is what it is. Yep. That's the truth. So Tracy is right in that. And then, so she said, people getting brought down, the begging, and foreign people. And I think Tracy is right. And let me tell you another one, Tracy. False flagging. False flagging. Trying to strike people's channels. So I'm going to add another one to Tracy's list that I think is right. False flagging, or trying to strike people's page. Where are you going to get the talent if you're taking all the talent out? If you think taking people out is going to help the sector because you think the people are going to run to you because you're the only thing going, you're wrong. If they didn't like you before the flag, they ain't going to like you after the flag. People are going to like who they like. And you taking people out of the sector falsely is not helping the sector. It's not helping the sector. You're taking talent out and you're not helping the sector. So I think false flagging. Now, don't get me wrong. If somebody used your content and they didn't ask for permission, they need to be flagged. But because you don't like that this person is on that platform, I'm going to strike your channel and all of that, man, you hurt the sector. So I think Tracy is right, but I added one. False flagging hurts the beef sector. The beef sector is still here, but it hurts the beef sector. Buying people down hurts the sector because what it does is it gives people control. It lets people control the narrative. It stifles entertainment. It becomes manufactured. And like you all said, people bring people up knowing that they're going to get dropped. And it's for the money thing. And my thing is, if they could be dropped that easy, then why even bring them on your platform? But it's about the money. And some of the new people. Now, what Tracy said is, Lemon, you brought all these people over here, and these are the people who tearing your ass up. Could be true. And I'm going to say this, too. People with fragile egos, people who can't roast and gag, really put a dent in the beef sector. When the beef sector was about roasting, throwing shade, and it stayed on YouTube, it was good. It was weak people who actually took this stuff personally, internalized this, and start trying to hurt people. That's when we really got off the rails. calling people's jobs, threatening people, uh, all of that foolishness. So I added two things to Tracy's list because I think Tracy is right. I really do think Tracy is right. Um, but I do think that uber sensitive, fragile people really hurt the beef sector because a lot of people won't come on because they don't want to be doxxed. A lot of people won't truly be themselves in their acting or their show. They won't even cam up because they're afraid of being doxxed. And I'm going to tell you, old beef sector, baby, it was about the visuals. And see, people don't understand. I remember when that lady came on with T.S. Madison and she had that stack washer and dryer in her kitchen, and we start calling that the washateria. See, I remember seeing somebody panties all laid up on the chair and could talk. Baby, old beef sector was visual. Old beef sector was extremely visual. Talking about Sean not having frames for Tina Turner, seeing that water damage on his roof, calling it the Annabelle Attic, 1862 house. It was visual. It was visual. And see, a lot of people don't understand me fighting with Boss Lady New Jersey, talking about the Chucky dolls, and she doing lives in that romper room nursery. It was visual. Oh, Beef Sector 2.0 ain't visual. And that's the big thing. It was visual. However, it stayed on YouTube. It didn't leave YouTube. But when people start getting in their feelings and internalizing this and really became mentally unstable about stuff, this is when you start getting calls to people's jobs. All kind of doxing happened. And this was way before the new people. And I think that really hurt. And we were really telling people, keep it on YouTube. But people say, I'm not coming on this apparatus. And we saw that. We saw how people turned on people. It never ceased to amaze me that people were in these collectives. And when it was good, it was good. But when the cult turned on them, it was diabolical. And we've seen that happen too. This is why I don't get into groups and allegiances, because we see what happens. Now, old beef sector was very controlling though. Baby, you wouldn't nobody chat. And that bothered me too, because I'm like, that's why I said it was cult. It was occultic. You couldn't go here. You couldn't go here. People were controlling folks' lives virtually. And I think that's when the beef sector started slipping. And then the era of the avatars really hurt, because again, when we don't have anything visual, you have to be even more creative. So I think Tracy is right. I believe that this emotional people who couldn't roast and gag and who got emotional started hurting the beef sector. I think that's when it started eroding. The begging, for sure. The buying people down, getting the new people, and this false flagging. All of those things contributed to that. If people would focus on their roast and gags and keep it on YouTube, you'll have a lot more people. But people are not getting ready to risk it because you got mentally unstable people who really take this as their real life. Folk are not willing to do that. And that's the honest God truth. And then the false flagging, you're taking out talent. You're taking out people who are funny. And nobody's willing to do that either. So I think Tracy is right, but I added a couple of more. And I want y'all to think about that. And people are mad because our sector is still in existence. And it's good to talk about, oh, I remember the Mo3 sector, or I remember the black sector. Oh, okay, but why don't you have your sector still? And if you could do that to your sector, then who's to say that you won't do it to our sector? Who's not to say that you're bitter because our sector still survives and your sector is pretty non-existent? So there's a lot of things, and there's a lot of ways you can see it. But this is why I'm a part of the beef sector. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do content, period. I'm satisfied with the beef sector. I'm not trying to go viral. I'm not trying to get a YouTube award because I don't want that notoriety. I want the money. I don't want the fame. I want the money. That's what I want, the money. I don't want the fame. A lot of people want the fame and money. I don't want both. I would rather have the money. So that's why I don't get upset when people talk about they the king and all that. You can be whatever you want. Just make sure I have my money. Now let me see what y'all saying here. And Lemon wasn't the only one. Hey Felicia, let me see who up here. Somebody said KRN literally said the same thing. The buy downs is so lame. Yeah, it is. Just trying to figure it out. Some people allow people on it. Yeah, I read that. Yep. I agree with Tracy, and I added three more. That doesn't happen often enough. True. Good morning. Hey, Nosy Queen. Nosy Queen said, I totally agree. I agree with that. Lemon allows people on the platform who jeopardizes the platform. Yep. Thank you. The even loving outdoors. Okay, thank you. Good morning. Hey, Libra. Taking people to court. Yep, that hurt too. But that's because people have fragile egos. Now, I can see you taking people to court because they done broke the law. But this other stuff, no. That's why some people can't come on my platform. That's why everybody can't come on your platform. The other sectors come in, docs, and not being able to drag. That too. For some of the B sector people who was warned too many. Yep. When y'all OGs tried to warn them, they didn't want to listen. Nope. Maybe it is what it is. And like I said to you all, I don't have a problem with new people. I have a problem with new people who don't contribute. New people whose whole job is to destroy and disrupt. You know, people know that the majority of people over here are same gender loving men, lesbian women, and straight women with a few straight men. They know that. They know that. Now, I don't go to other sectors trying to infiltrate and change the culture of the sector. I don't go to other sectors unless there's an exception. But see, this is what you get. And so I believe that this is what's going on. So again, Tracy was correct in her assessment. The begging thing is subjective. And like I said, but I'm glad she said that it was me, even me. But baby, yeah, let me tell you, if people give you something, be appreciative of it. Say thank you. Don't cuss your people out. Do what you say you're going to do. Don't lie to the people. People are more apt to give to you when they see that you do what you say and you respect their money. The reason why we got $1,063 for the pot for the banner challenge for the winner. And what we did, we raised, you know, 2,000 some odd dollars because y'all know I was taking half the pot. People can respect the honesty. Now, did some people like that? No. But like I told the people, I am not doing competitions for free. I don't like competitions because the profit margin is slim. When I did my competition, I said that I'm taking half that pot. Now, people don't understand taking half that pot. I didn't go home with $1,063. I had to give Miss Regina money. I had to give the second place person money. I gave Uncle Clyde money. So I didn't take home $1,000. But did I take home profit? I sure did. What is that profit? That ain't none of your business, but I did take home profit. And it was a good profit. And you know what? People can respect that because I told them up front. But did that winner go home with $1,063? She sure did. And it wasn't no, well, I'm going to pay you in installments. No, she got the whole kit and caboodle right there. People can respect that. People can respect that. But when you tell somebody that you're going to go somewhere and then you don't go, and then you tell people to kiss your ass, that destroys the beef sector because people don't understand that it erodes people's confidence. Your word is your bond here. And if you don't have your word, you don't have nothing in these beef sector streets. We have seen so many people lie and scam and cheat and all of this stuff. And like I said, the people can call me what they want. But when we did that cruise, we did that cruise. When we had to cancel 2 events, one to COVID, one because of job and somebody being ill, we didn't ask people if you want your money back. No, we gave people their money back. That's not an if. That's not an if. If people wanted us to have that money, they would have sent it right back. And let me tell y'all something. When we did that, people didn't send their money right back. So that means that people wanted their money. So, you know, when we throw that if you want your money back, y'all know people don't want to go through all of that rigmarole to get their money back, especially over $20 or something like that. So I think people know psychologically that people don't want to go through all of that headache to get their money back. Do the right thing and give the people their money back. So when we had to cancel our Labor Day event because of COVID, it was no ifs about it. I got with Vivian. I said, Vivian, this COVID thing is really bad. If one person gets sick, I would not sleep well, even though it is up to them to take precautions. I did not want that on my conscience. And Vivian didn't either. We made a decision and choice not to have Labor Day. Vivian did not. See, this is another thing. We don't spend any money until it's time to spend money. You know, I know people think, oh, you spending all that money. Let me tell you something. I ain't touched one dime of that money for that banner competition until the banners were in and we're going to start having a competition. No money was spent. So if I had to give banner competition money back, it wouldn't have been no issue for me. So because we knew who the people were, because we had their emails and we could email them to say, hey, we're not having the event. We have good communications with our people who go on our trips. And we had their Cash App. We sent them an email or text message saying that, hey, we're canceling due to COVID and you should receive your Cash App. That's what we do. Good communication. What's up, Outspoken? You didn't hear nobody complaining, talking about something, we didn't get our money back. No. And we didn't ask people. We gave them their money back. I wanted to go on the Vegas trip. I wish we would have went on the Vegas trip, baby, because we would have set it off. However, I could not get off of work. I was willing to fly in later on, but when Vivian couldn't be there because she had something medical going on, we had to cancel. We did not ask anybody if you want your money back. We gave them their money back. Thank you, Catherine. No ands, if, buts about it. We gave them their money back. And that's the truth. And I know people want to say, "Oh, Jay, you be scamming the people." No, 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 no. Jay gave people their money back when they didn't have those trips. Now we're getting ready to do this train ride. I ain't touching nobody's money. Let me say this to y'all. I'm doing the train ride, and I'm actually doing the Labor Day event. And if you want more information, yes, picturelater@gmail.com. Hit Vivian up. But as I see how these people operate, I don't want everybody to go on that train ride. I don't want everybody to go on that train ride. I don't want everybody to come on Labor Day. Because, again, these people are not emotionally intelligent. Now, I'm going on that train ride. I don't care if it's just me and Vivian and we playing Tonk or we playing 21. We going on that train ride because it's just doing something. We're still going to do the Labor Day event. How many people coming? But we're doing it. And we're going to have a good time because it's always about friendship, fellowship, and fun. And food if we have it. Zara, you're right. Oh, Lord, don't go there, Hershey. So, you all, I am agreeing with Tracy. And if you are just joining us, Tracy gave us her take on what's destroying the beef sector. The beef sector is still in existence. I don't know why we act like it's dead. It's still in existence. For the mere fact that I came on today, the beef sector is in existence. Tracy said begging was one big thing. And I'm going to say this. Begging is not the major issue because people can determine whether they want to or not. Yeah. So then she said new people, which I agree, because the new people, I think the disrespectful new people have destroyed the beef sector. The homophobes, the trigger word happy people, the ones who disrespect women, those people, because everybody who knew hasn't been a menace to the beef sector. Let me say that again. Everybody who's new is not a menace to the beef sector. So I want to make that clear. Everybody is not a menace to the beef sector. Yeah, but at least she recognizing the mistakes of her ways, right? The buying people down. That gives people control of your platform. It stops the continuity of your arguments. And then people who you know nobody want to see, you bring up so they can get bought down. So the persons become a pawn, and then you give people control. I think that hurts. Unstable, emotionally unintelligent people hurt the beef sector because they're the people who want to dox. They're the people who are unstable. They take this thing as real life and not a show. They hurt the beef sector. I really think before the beef sector adjacent people came, I really think not camming up hurt the beef sector because old school beef sector was about visual. It was about the verbal and the visual. We saw it, we talked about it. You have water damage in your ceilings, we talk about it. Your house looked like a relic from the 18th century, we talk about it. You got a washer and dryer in your kitchen, we talk about it. Your bathroom had doo-doo in there, we talk about it. OB sector was visual and verbal. Was visual and verbal. I'm telling you. Again, I go back to Boss Lady TV. Baby, she was in that romper room with them Chucky dolls all up under that. Baby, baby, we used to go in. Nicole Tyler with them Pentecostal pantyhose on at the VFW thinking that she Beyonce. Baby, we used to go in. We used to go in. And nobody was calling folk jobs. Nicole and that hobosexual, not homo, but hobosexual. I mean, we had visual. And then the era of the avatars. And I believe the era of the avatars was just laziness. It's lazy. But again, yeah, this is why I say you can say whatever you want to about me. When you don't cam up, I heard Demetra lit all day and Ness is going at it. I'll check it out. It was still wrong. And I know they were calling jobs because one of my contracted gigs was called. Now, let me say this. If I'm not mistaken, VS is getting ready to do an interview with Poe Derek, which is the guy from New Mexico. That man is unstable. One of my former employers, they getting ready to take him to court because he was impersonating clients to get me investigated. And what he didn't understand is we have a tight log of who we see. And it got to the point where our legal team was getting ready to file on him. That's how crazy he is. He did this to iBabe, Brianna, all of these black people. And he really has an issue with black people who have something going for themselves. And if you start ignoring him or you do something that he doesn't want you to do, he'll get upset. So when I refused to write a letter to put iBabe in jail, he was furious. So his get back was to make my life a living hell. And he's really unhinged. And what really made him mad, you all, because he follows people. And he does a lot of things. I mean, he's really diabolical. He did it to Tim Blaine as well. See, and this is what I don't get. Just because you don't like me and somebody is doing something to me that they done did to you, baby, you don't jump on their side. Because I didn't laugh when he was doing that to Tim Blaine because he don't like none of y'all. None of us. None of us. And he may be with you today, but he really don't like you because his mindset is how can I destroy you and do those things. What really made him mad is when I found out that he did not live in Las Cruces. He doesn't even live in Albuquerque. I'm not going to dox him, but he lives in a suburb outside of Albuquerque. His businesses, his associates, the police knew who he was. As a matter of fact, the police actually said that when we talked to him, he was wearing the same clothes that he had on camera that was on his driver's license. So when I see stuff like that, and this is why I leave people alone, because as much as I wanted to get into her story of what's going on with her, her fibroids. I mean, she's going through some medical stuff. She was at a job that didn't support her. So I'm like, okay, VS, I like this commentary that you're doing. But now that you get ready to interview with this man, I'm totally done because he's done too many things to too many people in this sector. Didn't do anything to that man. The only thing that I told him was no, I am not doing that to that lady. I babe ain't never did this to me, this to me, this to me. Have I babe come over and been messy and does she a menace and a nuisance sometimes? Yes. But not to the point where I want to destroy her life. And see, let me tell y'all something. When people start plotting with other people to take you down, they're not stable. Let me say that again. They are not stable. Because when you allow YouTube and what people say to get so much into your spirit that you want to destroy them, something's wrong with you. And now it's not a show anymore. It is your life. This is why I tell y'all, I don't care what these people say. Girl, don't go there with that baby. Baby, I said, girl, did you show up to court with that Pikachu book bag and them Afro puffs? Don't get me going. Don't see y'all bringing up old memories. Y'all get me to be old messy again. So that was bad enough that that lady had to go through that because we saw that and we talked about it. But if you thought for 1 minute that I was going to write a letter to destroy that lady who ain't never did nothing to me except talk mess on YouTube, you're mistaken. Because I know that you are a disturbed, probably on substances, white man who have problem with black people. I knew you was wrong. Let me tell y'all, he came on my show. I remember first came on my show. People got mad at me because I wanted him to keep talking so we could really find out who he is. And the girls got mad at me, but I'm the type of person where I'm going to let you talk. And he was racist. He was saying some really off the wall, excuse me, stuff about black people. And so that's the problem. The man and I never had a relationship. We didn't have anything. I just told him no. Now, let me tell you what makes me upset with Tracy. And this is why I don't deal with Tracy anymore. You don't have to like me. We don't have to be friends because there are no friends on YouTube. But what Tracy did really bugged the hell out of me. And I had to say, where's your logic? How but Tracy again is an opportunist. And I had to realize that because the situation with me, Tracy, and Joyce could have been handled offline. But Tracy wanted to capitalize on it, so she put it on YouTube. Now, Tracy went to jail. When Tracy was sick, I called Tracy to make sure she was okay. I didn't put that on YouTube because she was really sick. And I'm not trying to get you at a vulnerable moment to make that content because there's a fine line. That Rob Rack situation. I did not put Tracy in our conversation rather on YouTube. Tracy, are you okay? What's going on? Oh, Jay, I'm okay. I didn't put that on because again, even though y'all were on YouTube, I was genuinely concerned about your safety. And Tracy, you lied to me to say that you were okay when you really were not okay. And I guess you were trying to save face. Hey, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I'm going through all of this to tell you how people are. I call Tracy because I know Tracy has information on him. Because now it's like we need to find this person because of XYZ and so on and so forth. Right? I call Tracy. Tracy records the conversation and put it on YouTube. And I'm like, girl, this man put you behind bars. I am trying to make sure he doesn't do this to anybody else. And you can't see this moment. All you can see is YouTube and making a coin. Now, I thank Tracy for the information because the information she gave me really helped me so authorities know where he is and how to get in contact with him. But what she did, and that's why I stopped messing with Tracy. I'm like, Tracy is a friend to nobody. She's not even a friend to herself. This man actually put you in jail. This man put you in jail. And here you are doing this. And y'all know, if I didn't like Tracy, I would have said, girl, I mean, y'all remember when Tracy was on that ship and her titty had popped out? I'm like, Niece, you got to take that video down. You're a little too tipsy and your titty popped out. Me and Tracy weren't friends. I sent that to her because I didn't want her channel to be snatched. Baby, I'm not a hater. Even though I don't speak to you, I ain't no hater. But that's what people do. Now, we can't be cool because, again, people will use a moment. And I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm not going to set you up to be a content creator and really kind of look out for your interests, but you give me your ass to kiss. Oh, no, I don't have time for that. So, again, you move on in life. So that's why. But, again, you all, the man just recently called my hometown police. And y'all heard him call, right? But the diabolical piece is my police department was more concerned of the information that he gave them to the point where we're concerned for your safety. You know, that's all I'm gonna say about that. So because VS is going to interview him, first of all, I'm not interested in the interview, but now I step back because you're giving somebody a platform who has really had a track record, a proven track record of hurting people, black and white, in this sector. All right, who is this? Pretty Vixen. Past the ghetto and Alexia, he just brought a new rant. And so, what they got to do with me? Let me tell you something, Pretty Vixen. I'm not interested in ghetto intellect financially. I'm not interested in him romantically. I am not interested in ghetto intellect. While he's buying Range Rovers, he needs to buy some permanent front teeth. And he needs to get a personal trainer. Because if you have that much money to get a Range Rover, then you should have enough money to get a personal trainer to help you trim down. I was once a big boy. I once ate like ghetto intellect. But something clicked and said, boy, you better get a GLP-2 and get to that gym. And ghetto intellect can do the same thing. If you got that much money to get a Range Rover, go get a personal trainer and go get some permanent, not partial, but permanent front teeth. I am not interested in that man in any way. And what he buys has nothing to do with me. I'm not here to compete against these folks. So if you think you're going to cause some friction or you're not, because what he got don't have nothing to do with me. I'm speaking on his teeth now. He don't have to come through the. He don't have to hear through the grapevine. He can come right to the baby. All of these videos stay up. But Pretty Vixen, why are you being a bone carrier? What's your angle and what do you get out of it, Pretty Vixen? What are you getting out of it? Because my thing is you want something to happen because you came right over here and said, so what is your angle? Because really, I'm not really concerned about ghetto intellect. I'm concerned about why you think that it was so valuable to come and tell me about it. What do you want to get out of this? You want to get a fight out of it? What do you want to get out? Because why are you telling me this? First of all, I have a man, and I'm good with him, and we good with each other. That's number one. Number two is ghetto is rarely even mentioned over here. So the mere fact that you all are bringing this, what y'all want? I'm just asking. So Pretty Vixen, what's your focus? I'm not even on ghetto right now. Okay, what's your real issue? Why do you think it's necessary to come over here and tell me? So Pretty Vixen, I'm talking to you. I don't really care about the ghetto situation. I wonder why you coming over here to come and let me know that, and we weren't even talking about ghetto. Do you hear anybody mentioning ghetto today? So why do you think that it's appropriate when people are talking about something totally different to come over here and mention something about somebody that nobody's really talking about? I'm just asking because I've said this over and over again, but what is your motivation? Because obviously you have no, I don't care about that. What is your motivation, Pretty Vixen? Because I'm getting ready to block you. And the reason why I'm going to block you is I don't like bone carriers who ain't up front. What is your reason for telling me about something that we weren't even talking about in the first place? We were talking about Tracy and her being correct on her assessment about the beef sector. Okay, Pretty Vixen, I'm going to give you one more chance. And if you keep on doing this, I'm going to go ahead and block you. Because again, I don't like bone carriers. And then I don't like bone carriers who can't fess up to what their angle is. I'm going to block you. I'm going to block you. Now, what is your angle? What is your angle? Because see, I'm putting it on you now. See, I don't give a damn about Ghetto and what he got and all of that stuff. That ain't never been an issue. But my thing is, what is your angle? I'm asking you. Okay, what? So my thing is, I'm asking you a question. What is your angle? Because obviously you want something. What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to accomplish? Pretty Vixen or Vinton? What are you trying to accomplish? I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes before I block you. If you can't give me a reason, give me an angle, I'm gonna block you. I really don't care about that. But again, you're a bone carrier. Be honest about your intention. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know. You don't need to bring anything about what Ghetto is doing to me. I'm really not interested. So if you do that again, and if I see something from you mentioning that man, I'm going to block you. I'm really not interested in what that man got going on. I ain't being nasty, but I'm calling out these people who always want to start strife. If I wanted to know what Ghetto would have wanted to say, I would have gone over to Ghetto's channel. Y'all don't think I can find these people? But obviously, I'm not interested. And I meant what I said. Get permanent T and get a personal trainer. You getting a Range Rover ain't doing shit for me. Okay. And let me say this to you all. I never came after that man's job. I never came after that man's profession. I thought it was piss poor awful that they called that man's job. That man was helping people get into college. I applauded Ghetto. I don't have nothing against that. Do you think I'm going to be mad because the man is a CPA? Hell no. I'm not a hateful, hating black man. You know, I'm not. Ain't no hate over here. But what I am going to tell you is that's his profession and not mine. I don't care about that. I thought it was very, very, very tragic that people called the man's job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so my thing is, you're not going to hear me hating on the man's career. You ain't never heard me say that. But what I am saying is, instead of buying that Range Rover, buy some permanent teeth and invest in a personal trainer so you can slim down. That's all. And baby, if you can't handle that little shade, then why you in the beef sector? Again, here we go. We got people who so uber sensitive. But I really don't care about that man and his career and what he has and all of that. I've never been I don't hate on people. But you always hear people talking about, son, Jay, you thank you, son, because you got that house. It's a house. I got a car or two. And they're not recent purchases now. My Volvo is a 2021 and this Lincoln is a 2015. And I'm just as content with it. I'm not getting stuff to please these people. I get things because I like it. I don't buy my clothes to please other people. I will say though, my clothes be clean though. I don't be coming out here with no dirty clothes, ill-fitting fashions. That ain't my. Now you may not like my fashions, but they clean and they fit in Jesus' name. All right, moving right along. Maybe y'all think people, I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of person. I just I don't hate on people who are doing well. Haven't you all heard that I am about black people progressing and black people gaining wealth and getting an education? So why is a brother like Ghetto, who is educated and I guess got a CPA, why am I on hate against that? What bothers me is people who live beneath their privilege who can do better and don't do shit because they want to live off the government. See, that bothers me right there. But black people invested in themselves, you ain't gonna ever have an argument with me. Absolutely not. I don't get y'all. So, Ghetto getting the Range Rover, congratulations. I hope you get the maintenance plan with it. But I'm still gonna say get some teeth and get a personal trainer. So yeah, you ain't gonna get no yeah. I don't know what y'all suppose. Let me tell you something. It's Black History Month, baby. I don't have time to be going on, and that's why I'm looking at this lady, this pretty Vixen or Vixen or whatever her name is, telling me about that man. I don't care about that man. Y'all don't hear me talking about that man. So again, you bringing him up. See, this is what it is. Your focus, and I know what you're doing, but your focus is to get me upset at the man because you say he's upset with me and he's saying this about me, and you're trying to compare because you think I am about this competition and this ego thing, which I'm really not. And so my thing is, what is your focus? Because if you're trying to penetrate or get me because you think that's the wrong way to do it, because I'm never going to tear down somebody who's building themselves up. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Again, Fridge Nat, you all, I am the least concerned about what these people have to say. Do you not know I wear these fashions so they can talk about it? Do you know that's why I come on camera? If I was ashamed or self conscious about how I dress, I wouldn't come on camera. I don't care about what these people say. See, what y'all don't understand is these people want you to say something. They want you to be upset. Out of sight, out of mind. I don't even watch her. I don't even know about a thumbnail. So she can relish in it by herself, but I don't engage foolish. See, again, while people are trying to engage me, they need to engage higher education. While they're trying to engage me, they need to engage how to navigate through the corporate world to get a promotion. See, engaging me and talking about my fashion is not helping that person get a degree. Oh, Shondo. I hope y'all get this. See, this is why I don't get into all of this rigmarole and fighting these people because, again, they got bigger fish to fry. So instead of trying to engage me, engage a college, engage a mentor to help you navigate. Because you talking about my fashion ain't helping you climb up the corporate ladder. Enough said. Enough said. Well, I find it very odd that a straight man is concerned about two same gender loving man's relationship. Ghetto, do you know about gay relationships? Have you been in one? Because you seem like you're very expert in that area. I can't understand how a straight man is so concerned about a gay man's relationship. And how's that marriage working out for you? Oh, YouTube destroyed that. How is the girlfriend working out for you? Because I'm really not interested in your relationship, but I'm just asking as he drinks his coffee. I think it's hilarious. Y'all, I don't get into all of this stuff. I really don't. I really don't. I don't care if that man got a Maserati. I don't care if that man got a new Porsche. Congratulations. If he can get it, get it. And my thing is, if that's what he can afford, then it is what it is. I'm not buying stuff to impress you all. I'm buying things because I like it. So anyway, y'all, but I'm not here to talk about ghetto. This is not a ghetto show. I'm not here to talk about him. We were talking about the B sector. I'm going to drop the link because some people may have something to say. And I'm going to let you say it. Be respectful. Respect the host. If you respect me, I respect you. As soon as you go left, I might go ahead and get a little active with you and then drop you. But yeah, girl, I don't care about these people. Y'all bringing people up that we don't even talk about. We don't even talk about those people. So I just don't get it. We don't even talk about those people over here. Powwow said one has no teeth, the other got enough teeth for the both of them. But we don't talk. We don't even talk about these people. The topic today was Tracy's analysis of the beef sector, and I added two or three more items that she missed, and that was it. And that was it. And that's what we talk about. Then here comes somebody, and I understand when people want to change the narrative, and y'all know I do with trolls, but I want to know because again, are you mad because I haven't responded to ghetto and I'm supposed to fight with ghetto? Because that's what you want. You want me to fight with ghetto. There's no fight with ghetto. I said what I said. It's no fight with ghetto. If he bought a Range Rover, then buy another one. No, it had nothing to do with me. And then somebody want to talk about Ness and my fashions. It don't bother me. Again, her talking about my fashions ain't getting her that college degree. Her talking about my fashions ain't getting her up the corporate ladder. Because, baby, I have an interview for a promotion. I have been promoted. I'm not looking to be promoted. I don't have to come and tell y'all that. But I truly do have a corner office. I don't have to lie about it. So you talking about my fashions don't hurt me because what I'm wearing is getting me where I need to be. I'm not wearing cartoon characters and pre-adolescent clothing. And I could really talk about your fashions, but I'd rather not because I'd rather not. It's just that simple. But thank you for watching. Keep on watching. Keep on coming over. It's all good with me. I don't know if she lost her job or not. Yeah, let me tell y'all something. I'm not mad at KRN either. I'm never going to hate on somebody who is progressing in their life. I'm never going to hate on somebody who has a hustle. I don't hate on people like that. I admire people who work on their hustle. I don't like Brian's mental state at times and his logic, but at least he's trying to get a bachelor's degree. I can give him that. Baby, I don't have time to hate. I don't have time to hate people. No, you didn't come with good news. You came with mess. You came with mess. No, you came with mess. Okay, I'm gonna block you, pretty vixen, because, and let me tell you why I blocked you. I don't like gaslighters. You came with mess. Your intention was, you said that he said that I'm broke and all of this stuff, and he bought a Range Rover. The Range Rover would have been great, but you came with the intent, and we know your intent. And now you're trying to act like you brought good news. No, you brought messy news, because what you thought is I was going to go straight on the attack. And so you trying to gaslight. And you know what you were trying to do. And for that, ma'am, you could have just stayed quiet. But because you had to come and open your mouth, you've been blocked. And baby, we're in blocking season right now. Well, it's good news to him, but my thing is that's not her intent. And these people think I'm stupid. I'm a gay man who was raised in the church. Baby, I know shade from a mile away. I know bad intent from before it even hit the door. I know it and won't even tell y'all. See, this is the thing. Sometimes y'all think, oh, people be playing in your face. They know they don't. I'll sit there and eat it up. Oh yeah, yeah. Even with Tulsa, oh yeah. But I knew I would catch her one day. And I caught her. I caught a lot of people. So there are a lot of people who cannot type into the chat anymore, and they're blocked because some way or reason I saw something and somebody said release them. Some say release them. And you release people into their new season. You release people. And some people have been released. I do believe that some people have specific duties to undermine certain things. And I'll leave it at that. It's okay to have things as long as things don't have you. Let me tell y'all something. I keep on telling you all, I could lose my house tomorrow, but I got family who love me. I would never be homeless. I have a whole partner, and he is my other half, whether people like it or not. We have been together as long as people been married. And my relationship, man, I had a long relationship compared to these people, these 6 months, 2 week relationships. But I don't have to go into detail and prove nothing to nobody, see. And that's what these youngins need to understand. You don't have to prove nothing to people. Your man gone. Okay. If you want to believe that, okay. If that helps you get through the day, and if that helps you feel good about not liking me, go with it. Because a lot of this is I don't like Jay. He's arrogant. Whatever. I'm still gonna be Jay Wilson. I like who I am, even though you may not like who you are. I like who I am. Is it perfect? No. But we still a work in progress. But I like what God is doing. Oh yes, I do. I may be old, but I'm still sexy. I'm still sexy. I'm gonna be 70 years old and still sexy. Yep, I sure am. Let me tell you something. Men like Duchess Kelly Love, myself, baby, we age real well because we live life to the fullest. We know how to get in the gym, we know how to eat right, and we have a zest for life. And we take care of ourselves. And I feel good. Old or not, crease face or not, I don't give a damn. I like every crease, and so does my man. Woo, come on. And so does my man. And baby, and other people like it too. I'm just unavailable. Have you ever seen a house and you like that house, but you can't buy it because it ain't on the market? Oh, baby, they just ride around the house. And, oh, I like that house. Oh, yes, I'm that house, but I'm not on the market. Oh, Sunday, I felt that. Duchess Kelly Love is a very nice looking man. Now, me and Duchess have pictures together because Duchess came to San Antonio. And when you look good and he knew he looked good, everybody knew they looked good. And it was good looking people. Because good looking people know they look good. And Duchess don't look bad. It's a lot of good looking men in the B sector. And see, I can say that. Because when you look good, you don't have a problem with telling somebody they look good. It's a lot of good looking women. I think D Miss O is a beautiful woman. I don't care what they say about D Miss O. I don't care how she lost the weight. I look at D Miss O's face. D Miss O has a pretty face. D Miss O got from the motherland. Her face is giving very, very motherland face. No, 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 no. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. See, you all want somebody light skinned with long hair and all that. No, D Miss O is not a bad looking woman. I don't care what you say. K Fit is a nice looking woman. But K Fit is the standard of what we want as a black woman, or y'all think that black women should look like. K Fit is a nice looking lady. I think Demetra Lit All Day is nice looking for her age. See, again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I truly believe that when Brianna don't look bad now. Let me say this: Brianna has a nice looking face. We know that Brianna is overweight at this particular point. We know that, but Brianna is not ugly. I do think when Brianna gets to her size, she is gonna really blossom. Brianna is not a bad looking person. And see, y'all can only see certain things, but you got to look a little deeper because we have been so whitewashed into what standard of beauty is. Yeah. Now, it's some people that ain't cute to me, and I ain't going to say no names. But, baby, it's some people who ain't cute to me. Well, no, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And that's all I'm going to say. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Y'all see surface stuff. And I'm going to leave that at that, too. That's my opinion, and everybody can have an opinion. Everybody can have an opinion. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Most of the beef sector men are nice looking men. They just half of them just broke as hell, and that ain't cute. I mean, most of the beef sector men are nice looking men. They just busted and broke. Now everybody ain't nice looking though. I'm gonna tell you, everybody ain't nice looking. But most of the beef sector men are nice looking men. Just half of them broke. Demetra Lit all day is not a bad looking person. But anyway, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's subjective. And with subjectivity, there are differences of opinion. It's not a black and white. But I'm a little open when it comes to that. Because again, everybody has to look like Halle Berry for some of you all. And we're coming into a sector where some of y'all so colorist, anything that's dark is not cute to y'all. Because you all have that mindset, some of y'all, not all. So I wouldn't trust some of y'all judgment because y'all want somebody near white. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm not mentioning anybody. If I didn't mention it, I may have forgotten it. There are some people who I did not mention who I think are nice, but these are the people, and I'm just saying. But everybody is different. Everybody is different. But I'm thinking about most of the gay men are not bad looking. Either they got, but this is the sad part. Either they got a substance abuse problem, or they don't want to work, and they got mental illness. Yeah, and then the gay men that got their shit together, everybody hate because everybody think they better than everybody else, and that's not the case. Let me tell y'all something. To get to this level as a gay man, it's not an easy feat. It's already hard enough to be a black man, but a black man who's older and gay, oh hell, yeah. So I applaud my brothers who make it happen. I know that gonna piss some people off, but I applaud those people. That's why you ain't hearing me hating on King Roman because he's doing his thing. Why am I hate on him? Now there's some things I will talk about, but you ain't gonna ever hear me talk about, oh, I hate him because he think he better than people. The man went to college and did what he needed to do, and he have options. Oh, they used to hate on Wolverine, and see, Wolverine knew his shit, and knew Wolverine knew what he had. Ooh, and Wolverine would he would piss people off. Ooh, they hated Wolverine. Ooh, they hated him. And then when they saw him in person, they really started hating him because Wolverine is a nice looking guy. Long as you are mediocre, busted brick gay man, nobody don't have no issue. They good with you when you're a busted brick. It's only when you get exceptional and you work and you got your shit together, that's when people start hating. And don't be a halfway decent looking gay. You really got problems. See, you can be good looking and busted. Baby, you can be good looking and busted. They're okay with that. Because we have a lot of good looking busted gay men over here. Oh, we do. But good looking, got your shit together, and confidence, oh, we can't stand them type of gay men. Mm-mm. And this is why you have those heterosexual men always trying to come over and trying to break somebody down, talking about I'm a real man. Hell no, you ain't, because you can't even pay your water bill. How you a real man, but you can't even get a GED? Oh, you better go sit down somewhere. Because a real man ain't what you have between your legs. A real man is your responsibility. And truth be told, real men have what they have between their legs. Regardless, they you see what I'm saying? So biologically, that's who I am. My DNA is that. I just love the same gender. But a real man is responsible. And some of y'all hoes who heterosexual ain't responsible for shit. When you think that a woman buying you a TV is a flex, this whole bragging over 55 inch. A real man works and is responsible. You're right about that. A real man knows that government assistance only lasts for so long, and if you crazy, then you need to go ahead and take your medicines and get a counselor so you can get off that crazy check. Let me tell y'all something. I am not diminishing people who have mental health challenges, but I know people who are bipolar, who take their medicine, go to their therapist, and make good money. I can't understand for the life of me why these hoes want to get them paltry crazy checks. Because if it was all of that, you wouldn't have to go to the free food store. See, no, see, if the check was all that good, then you wouldn't have to go to the free food store. If the check was that damn good. But, and it reminds me of a student that I had in elementary school. He said, Mr. J, I'm about to act bad. I need my medicine. For the mere fact you acknowledge that you about to act bad, you don't need no medicine. And that's what these hoes giving me. Take your medicine so you won't act bad. Living off that government assistance to keep you crazy and to keep you broke. And then this is the thing. They want everything that everybody else has, but that takes work. And you ain't gonna be able to stay on government assistance to get it. Baby, you can't get no house and you going to the free food store. I'm looking at where y'all hoes living. And them vouchers ain't all that great. Where you can stay ain't good. You done jumped out the frying pan into the fire. Take your medicine and get some therapy and get a good paying job. So you can, let me tell y'all something. And I want to say this again. And I know if you can pass a piss test and don't have a criminal record, the sky is the limit. Even if you don't have a degree, even if you don't have a degree, Lord, Pastor, they saying Brian ain't paid his electric bill, so his lights are out. I know you lying to me. I'm like, I'm like lovely love now. I know you lying to me. Stop lying on Brian like that. What is the proof? What is the proof? I don't believe that man talking about all this lawsuit money and he working overtime. I don't believe that man is sitting in his house without his lights on. I know y'all lying to me. I know y'all lying to me. I won't believe it. I won't believe it. I'm like Doubting Thomas. I won't believe until I see the nails in his hands. I won't believe until I see the piercing in his side. Baby, I'm like Doubting Thomas right now. Not after all them lawsuits. I know you lying to me. Not after all them lawsuits. That's why he's staying in that gym all day. Okay, that's speculation. It seems like y'all speculating. It seems like y'all speculating. Until y'all can prove to me that that man ain't paid his electric bill, I can't go with that. I cannot go with that. I can't go with it. JG Wentworth, 777 cash now. I need cash settlement and I need cash now. 177 cash now. 177 cash now. 177 cash now. But baby, I don't believe it. No, y'all need to prove that. Now, I believe trademark fortune in that situation. Now, that situation right there, trademark has some credible evidence. But I'm not going to do big baby like that. I am not going to do big tender like that. Hershey said, I noticed that fridge. I was looking like, why he's sitting in the dark. And he plays piano in the dark. Oh, just as I was. Now he play piano in the dark. I don't believe y'all. I don't believe y'all. I don't believe y'all. Give me proof. Give me proof. Did Brian come on and say, I need to now we know that this heat and Beachy done paid an electric bill or two. Okay? So we know that he has had issues with electric and water instability. But I don't think so, because the man is working. Well, okay, now I'm going to get y'all. If his electric is off, then how can he run the sauna? Because you can't run the sauna without electric. You see where I'm going now? He can't run the sauna unless there's electric. See, I'm standing up for Big Baby because y'all be lying on people. Y'all do be lying on people sometimes. And I don't think y'all be meaning it, but I think y'all go with a narrative or a hypothesis. And if you're going to go with a hypothesis, you got to prove it. You got to prove the hypothesis. And y'all ain't proving the hypothesis. So my thing is, if he's sweating in the sauna and y'all think he about to fall out, then how is the sauna being powered? He couldn't have a generator because you would hear the generator. Because you would hear the generator, and you got to have a generator outside the house because you'll get carbon monoxide poison if the generator is in the house. See? I'm just saying. I think Brian has electric. I think y'all trying to scratch this and stuff. I think y'all trying to scratch this. And again, even though Brian is upset with me, I'm not gonna let y'all lie on Brian or lie about his situation. Because if he's sweating in the sauna, then how is the sauna being powered? Okay, Hershey mentioned it. That's all you got to say, though. Because you know Hershey don't like Big Baby. But y'all ain't going to lie on Brian like that now. See, I try to be fair. Because, see, y'all thought I was going to run with it and talk about Brian don't have no electric. No, how you know he don't have no electric? And if he's sweating in the sauna, then how is the sauna being powered? Solar energy. That was a little funny there. Solar energy. Right. Okay. So what else is going on, y'all? Stop lying on that man. Y'all ain't even saved. This Sunday is Black History, and y'all trying to put black people down. Okay, y'all trying to put black people down today. Thank God that I'm trying to uplift them today. My God, today. Jay Wilson, Tommy, and Castro seeing each other again. Baby, that live yesterday on Tommy's was something else. What? Tell me about it. Jay Wilson, the video is still up. When you get time, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. He is sitting in the dark using his phone for a light and sweating like a bulldog. Okay, Hershey, you may have something there. Can you apologize to Brian so y'all can move? I'm not apologizing to him for nothing. For what? For my show? I ain't apologizing to him. And I ain't begging for him to come over. Hello, somebody. Maybe he need to stay away. Maybe he need the time alone. I ain't begging nobody to come over here. But Hershey said he was sweating and he was using his phone as a light. Girl. Okay, Hershey. Jay Wilson, did you see Castro transfer that chicken spaghetti? Girl, I heard it. But what got me was Catherine acting like that. That's regular. Catherine was acting like that's regular. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, Catherine. Okay, I have the check soda tasting like beef grease. Okay, you be drinking your Coke and say, ooh, this tastes like spaghetti. Okay, you mixing it up in the cooler. You mixing it up in the cooler with all of the spaghetti grease all up there. As soon as you use it for the ice and for the real thing, you have a Coke and you be slurping up. Ooh, this tastes like spaghetti. Why does Coke taste like spaghetti? Why did Coke be taste like spaghetti? This taste like spaghetti. What? Girl, I ain't never heard of nobody, but it was Catherine. It was Catherine acting like that's so regular. Yeah, it's everything. Yeah, it ain't nothing to just throw the spaghetti in and mix it. We do that all the time. I'm like, Catherine, girl. Oh, can I tell you I'm really not interested in what Goosey got going on. I'm really not interested in Jess Krista and that old man. Baby, that is old played stuff. Cause I'm really not interested in Jess Krista anymore. I am not. Out of sight, out of mind. I don't even care. That's the thing. And I know I ain't trying to be funny, but I don't care. I ain't trying to be funny, fridge nap, but I just don't care. Cause I ain't even been featuring Krista. Baby, she ain't even been featured. So moving on. But I am interested in this Tommy Castro thing. Tommy and Castro playing a dangerous game with the court. Now, so did y'all actually see Tommy and Castro together? Did y'all actually see Tommy and Castro together? Baby, first of all, if you don't have enough pot, now I ain't gonna lie, I was getting ready to start a Castro pot, but Castro, either you gotta get a GoFundMe or you gotta get an Amazon wish list. Girl, why is you pulling them shorts out of your coochie? You shouldn't be wearing them. Now, if you gotta pull that stuff out of your front crotch, then you do not need to be wearing them coochie shorts. Anyway, let me move on. That thing disturbed my spirit how she was pulling them things out her crotch. So y'all telling me that Castro and Tommy is back together again. My. And you know Tommy will come and some people hating and they jealous and they want Castro. No, nobody don't. Any hoe who got to transfer hot spaghetti to a damn igloo cooler to serve it up, baby, they got problems. And they, I ain't never heard no shit like that. I ain't never heard no shit like that. Now, have I heard somebody put chicken or rice in a bag? Yeah, but not the cook. Baby, these girls is busted. Oh my God. You can't make this shit up. You just can't make this shit up. And Castro ain't, look, can I say Castro ain't denied it? And then got the nerve to say that's what they do in New Orleans. Talking about they use a garbage can in New Orleans. Excuse me? Excuse me? An igloo. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that. An igloo cooler is to keep things warm. That's already like if you have plates for the church dinner and you'll put it in the igloo because it will continue to generate the heat. You can also use it for ice, for sodas and things. That's what an igloo is for. It ain't for mixing raw food in. My God, today. This is why I don't eat from everybody's house. This is why I don't eat everybody potluck. This is why I don't do potluck at everybody's house. This is why I don't do potluck at everybody's house. Because people be doing that kind of shit and you wonder why you got ptomaine poison because baby it's soda dirt still in the cooler mixed with your spaghetti sauce. This is why the sodas be tasting like pork chops. Okay? Because the grease all up in the cooler now transferring to the can. That's why I don't do that. This is why I don't do that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And then, and y'all, I know Catherine mean well, but Catherine act like that was normal. And then she wanted to show her pots. I'm like, girl, we know you don't cook like that, but what got me, Catherine, is you act like that was normal. No, Pastor, no. No, what he did was dump the stuff in there and stirred it up. That's all. Oh, yeah, okay, everybody do that, Catherine. Everybody in Florida just put their spaghetti in the igloo and then transfer it back. Yeah, that's what got me with Miss Catherine. Because it didn't make no sense. Now, what I will say is, Castro, I'm glad that you are listening to me because you can eat off that spaghetti for a long time. That spaghetti don't go bad like that gravy, that smothered chicken and pork chops you be making and them beans. So I'm glad you did that because you can eat a little longer off of that and not have to run to the food store all the time. Hey, crazy people. But Miss Catherine act like that was normal. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Darcy, I think how the diet Dr. Pepper tasted like pork chop meat. I was like, ooh, is this a new diet Pepsi flavor? Is this pork chop flavor? Is this spaghetti and meatball flavor? The grease all on the can. Girl, the grease all on the can. You be thinking it's a new flavor. No, that whole done mixed up shit all in there. Tastes like a whole meal. The bitch tastes like a whole meal. I wonder why it tastes like a whole meal. I taste a little rice. I taste a little spaghetti and a little pork chop. Yeah. Maybe they done merged all the greases. All the greases are all in that igloo. That's why I don't eat from everybody. You see what I'm saying? So again, with him and Tommy being back together, I don't give a damn. And if Tommy want to go to jail, let him go to jail. Baby, them hoes deserve each other. You hear me? Because it seems like they can't get nobody else because everybody don't want to deal with that crazy. That's the real tea. Nobody don't want to deal with that crazy. Is this collard green flavor? collard greens and Sprite. This Sprite sure tastes like collard green. Is this a new Sprite flavor? See, I'm dumping in the collard green juice in the net bone juice in the collard green. Baby, can this lady please go home? First of all, she already looking pregnant, which she ain't, because she too old, and she got these coochie shorts on, and she thinks she turning it. Okay, let me drink me some coffee. Girl, you be tasting collard greens pot liquor in your Sprite. Okay, you be tasting collard greens in your Sprite. You be tasting pot liquor up in your Sprite. Okay, your strawberry check soda be tasting like neck bones. Is this neck bone flavor? Oh my God. Oh my God. Ooh, that's a pretty car. Come on, Daddy. Okay, baby, that's a nice car. Mm. Anyway, but yeah, baby, I'm glad I didn't see it. I don't want to see it. Enough of y'all done told me, and when Castro came up here and confirmed it, I'm like, oh, ho, why is you doing that? Did you clean it out? And even if he cleaned it out, is you gonna use that specifically for spaghetti? Girl, I ain't never seen Martha Stewart use no igloo. I ain't never seen Guy Fieri use no igloo to do spaghetti. I ain't never seen nobody do that. I ain't never seen the Neilers transfer spaghetti sauce and spaghetti in an igloo and stir it up. I ain't never seen that before. I ain't never seen that. Okay, come on, baby. That's a nice Rolls Royce. Come on now. Tommy, Tommy, can I tell you something? It ain't no flex because you back with Castro. It's a tragedy. And the tragedy is that you all are codependent. That's the tragedy. And what gets me is you done talked about this man like a dog. And so it's like, what's wrong with you? And people are not talking about it because they're upset about it. They are actually bewildered and baffled by your erratic short-sightedness to go back with Castro. And then I'm like, Castro, do you like abuse like that? And that's the whole thing, Castro. That man whipped your ass more than once. And let me tell y'all something. I was with Tommy when Tommy separated himself from Castro because Castro is not a victim in this circumstance. Castro provokes people. He plays the role that he is innocent, but he really does provoke people. And Tommy, with his anger issues and mental instability, is triggered by him. But what gets me is Castro. This man has beat your ass more than once on a live stream and then beat you to the point of blood. And you think that people jealous? They're more upset that you would go back to an abuser. And then, Tommy, we're surprised that you would go back to somebody who has risked your financial stability. Tommy, if you are a felon, your job prospects have just been cut in half. This is going to follow you for the rest of your life. Why be with a person who can add more charges or more trouble to your life? We ain't telling you to leave Castro alone because we jealous. We're more concerned about the outcome. That's what we're concerned about. Castro, are you used to so much toxicity that you would go right back into it? And then you get mad when people talk about it. But y'all putting this on. And Tommy, again, you cussing me out ain't stopping that judge from giving you what she gonna give you. Getting mad at me ain't gonna reduce your probation if you get probation. See, again, you can cuss me out till the day is long. You can call me whatever you want to call me. It still does not reduce your issues. And you cussing me out ain't cutting nothing over here. That's the sad part about it, Tommy. So nobody is jealous. No one is angry. We just look at you all with unbelief. You cussing me out, getting mad, and want to blame me. So 1 minute I didn't cause you and Castro to fight. Then the next minute I did. But you were right, because you know in your heart you did that. You know in your heart I told you, hey, y'all need to take y'all relationship off. You know that. You know I tried to warn you when they started doxing you, but you blocked me. It is what it is. But you know what? I cannot, and I'm going to say this, you all, and I know people going to get pissed off, and I'm going to let you get pissed off, but I'm going to say it again. People can't give you what they don't have. When you have not seen stability, then you don't know what stability is. When you have not seen normalcy, you don't know what it is. Tommy, you done said your daddy done been married 5 times. What is stable in that? What is the brag in that? Because my daddy and mama was married for over 30 some odd years until she took her last breath. So what is the brag in that? But maybe that you don't have stability. Castro, Tommy done spilled all your tea. That's what I was saying. Any more tea Tommy done spilled, baby, it's so, you done spilled so much tea that anything that he bring out now is like, oh, okay. Because he done spilled so much tea on you. But it seems like you have issues in your family too. But Tommy, all I'm going to say to you is, if you want to be with a man who has almost caused you to lose your livelihood, regardless if he called or not, even if he didn't call, the violence was on him. You were so upset with him that you lost it and cracked him upside the head. Now, let me say this to you also. If Castro hit you in the mouth, then that's a good indication that he provoked you. And if he did what you said he did, I've been telling you, he's a person who provokes. But y'all keep on coming back. And then get mad when people talk about it. Obviously, y'all know Yolanda is recording everything. So if y'all doing it, obviously you want Yolanda to hear it. And Yolanda heard it, and she got it recorded. So now people talking about it. Baby, Tommy whooped his ass every time Castro did something. And then you be hearing, no, stop, no, stop hitting me. I'm like, ho. I wish a hoe would come. Baby, I'll be breaking bones. I wish a hoe would put his hands on me. Anyway, let me stop because I really wanted to whoop Tommy's ass after y'all. Let me tell y'all something. When he first beat Castro ass, I'm telling you, something wanted. I wanted to say, come and whoop me, ho. Come and hit me, ho. Treat me like you treat Castro. Cause baby, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. But then I'm looking at Castro and I'm like, oh, you ain't shit either because you provoking this man. But baby, the first time Tommy did it, I wanted to whip his ass. But then when you see what Castro do to Tommy and how they play off each other, I said, let me back off of this because I said Tommy only does what Castro allows him to do. And if Castro respected himself, he would never let a man hit him. The first time that hoe would have hit me, that would have been the last time we ever seen each other again. That relationship would have been over. Over. But like I said, you can cuss me out till the cows come home. Long as you don't put your hands on me, you fine. But ho, when you first hit that boy, I'm like, ho, I want you to come and hit me. I was so mad. I'm like, he beating that boy up. He beating that boy ass. That's what I was saying. And you heard Castro sitting there crying, hollering out. I was like, wow. But then you like, okay, I see what's going on though. You keep on going back to him. You keep on going back to him. So it is what it is. I was floored. And it wasn't just acting. It wasn't acting for the camera. He was really whooping that boy's behind. He was really whooping that boy's behind. Ooh. I'm like, ho, come and whoop me like you whoop Castro. Come, I will give you the broom. I will give you a broom. Ho, I will put the broom in your hand. Ooh, it burnt me up. Because I'm telling you, that hoe would have hit me, and he would have been leaving out in that paramedic with oxygen. with oxygen. With oxygen. Okay? Ooh, anyway. I get mad. So, again, Castro. But see, this is what I'm saying, Castro. Nobody ain't jealous of your relationship. Nobody is jealous because you and Tommy together. We ain't jealous. We are bewildered. We are perplexed because it seems like you like abuse. It seems like you like men to beat on you. And I'm sure if it's not Tommy, if Tommy can do it, I'm sure there's room for other people to do it as well. I'm just saying. Y'all, look, I got to go in somewhere. I'll be right back. Give me a couple of minutes. Give me about 10, 15 minutes. I'll be right back.
All right, y'all. I am back. Um, I am back. I had to go and get me some chewing gum, one for the car and one for the bag. Okay, y'all. Let me see what y'all saying here. Fighting so till he broke the hardwood floor. Why didn't he get his deposit back? Deanna cussing out Brenda. Who is Brenda? Who is Brenda, y'all? Child, who Brenda? And why is Deanna cussing out Brenda? Excuse me. Why is Brianna cussing out Brenda? I mean Deanna cussing out Brenda. What did Brenda do? Okay, I don't know because I don't be all in folk business. I don't be in people business. I don't even know who Brenda is. Who is Brenda? I'm like, who Brenda, Jesus? Okay, I didn't know who Brenda was. I'm like, who Brenda is? Who Brenda? Let me get my gum. Oh, I don't know who Brenda is then. So y'all got me. I don't know who Brenda is. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know Brenda. Okay, I don't know who she is. I don't know her first or last name. I don't know who Brenda is. Oh my God. But y'all look, it has been real. Um, I think she was from Mo 3. Okay. I don't know who she is. Okay. Now Hershey said that she believes that Brian is in the dark. Hershey said, I have not gone and seen it. Hershey said Brian was in the dark using his phone to look for something. That's what Hershey said. I don't know. But Hershey said Brian is in a bad way. And and she believes his electric out. But my thing is he be in the sauna, then what's powering that sauna up? Because that sauna don't run on solar energy. Now that's what they said. I don't know if that's true. Because I said, Hershey, you need to prove your hypothesis. Because that was Hershey's hypothesis. I said, you got to prove that hypothesis. Because I don't know about that. Okay, let me see somebody say. Somebody said, Jay Wilson last night, Tommy was on the phone with Castro on live and the people sent it to the DA. Okay, okay, all right. You can't tell Tommy nothing. Look, you can't tell him nothing. I've been telling him, you should even be clicking on the same link when that man is on the link. Oh, child, bye. I'm with Hood Table. I stand with Deanna Irvin. Uh-huh. I stand with Deanna. Hood Table did exactly what she was supposed to do. Don't use my shit. Don't he have a portable sauna? I thought he had a portable sauna. Okay. Okay, y'all telling me something. Catherine, so you think he in the dark, Catherine? You think he in the dark, Catherine? Not a cubic zirconia, Lord. Catherine, do you think he in the dark? I'm asking a very specific question, Catherine. Catherine? Catherine? Do you think he in the dark? I'm asking a specific question. Well, you now, Catherine, let me tell you where I'm coming from. Let me tell you where this line of questioning is coming from, Catherine. Now, I said that the man have a home sauna and has his electric off, and the sauna is working. You said, well, his sauna is at the gym. So are you saying that you believe that the man electric is on, Catherine? What you trying to say, Catherine? Oh, Catherine said, okay. No, this government's good. I'm just asking Catherine a question. Because, honey, Catherine shot that back real quick. See, Catherine be doing a little shade, and I'm catching Catherine a little shade because the mere fact that Catherine said that that boy be doing the sauna at the gym indicated that Catherine may believe that that boy's lights is off. Ah! What you trying to say, Catherine? See, Catherine be sending mixed signals. Not signals, but Catherine be sending mixed signals. Because when Catherine act like Castro dumping that meat juice in that spaghetti like it was regular, I'm like, oh, Catherine. So Catherine do that little shade up in there. Catherine talking about something. He be doing the sauna at the gym pastor. Okay, what you trying to say, Catherine? Ah! Mm-mm. No, Catherine. No. You can't speak for all of us. Because Brian did tell us that he had a portable sauna that he could hook up. And I think he was saying that. So that's what I'm saying, Catherine. Catherine be shady. Catherine be having a shady spirit. He is trying to manipulate us for cash. That's what I'm. Oh, okay. Stay it, Catherine. Tell it. Tell it. Don't skip around it, Catherine. Tell us how you really feel. Tell us how you really feel, Catherine. So that's all I was looking for, Catherine. Tell us how you really feel. Catherine feel that he's trying to get some money. Now, I don't know if that man electric off or not. All I'm going to say is that Seattle thing didn't do you no favors. That hospital thing didn't do you no favors. And people is tired. Now, I don't know if your lights off or not. Take it to the Kingdom Hall. See if they can do something for you. Put it in the hands of Jehovah. And let Jehovah pay your bills. If Jehovah wash your clothes, he'll pay your bills too. So that's what I got to say. If Jehovah wash your clothes, Jehovah will pay your bills. Because I tell you what, baby, that Seattle thing was really like, mm-mm. So now, I'm not saying that man lights is off, but Hershey and Catherine seem to think that people are struggling. Now, I don't know. Because Brian said that he got some settlement money and he working these jobs. And so, my thing is, why your electric bill that high? Can I say five? In my Mama Joy's voice, can I say five? I ain't trying to be funny. But I have a whole house. And the most my electric bill has been is $125. And I have a whole house. What in the hell is y'all doing to be getting these high electric bills? I don't understand that. Can somebody please help me? Now, with that, I'm not saying that that man's electric is off. I am not saying that his electric is turned off. But the girl seems to think that the man's electric is turned off because Hershey said that he was fumbling in the dark and using the phone for light. And that's why she believed his electric's off. And Catherine just said that he is dry big and indicating that his electric is off. That's what Catherine is saying. Now, I don't know this to be true or not, but that's what the girls are saying on today. Somebody said the sauna made his bill go up. Well, it could. If it, you know what I'm saying? It's sucking all that juice. Child, Brian probably blocking y'all right now. But I ain't trying to be, look, I ain't trying to be messy. I don't know if the man's electric is off or not. And I'm not trying to put that on that man. But I'm going to tell you what. Catherine tends to believe that the man is dry begging because his electric may be off. And I think you're going to have a hard time getting anything because you done gave the people to ask your kiss to kiss too many times. And I think people tired. I think people tired. That's what I think. Oh, he blocked you crazy people. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, nobody ain't taking care of no grown man. Now we have known, and this is based on what Brian said. See, I'm not trying to lie. We have known that Brian said he had problems paying utility bills. That's why this beach is better, and this he had to help him. So we know that he has had utility instability at some point in time. I find it hard to believe because Brian said he done got settlement money and he working. Now, I can't understand how you getting all this money but can't pay no bills. And then I'm wondering, is he tapping his electric from a pole somewhere? Because I don't understand how electric bill can be that high. Now, if that electric bill ain't that high, then what you doing with your money? Know what I'm saying? Well, Miss Catherine, did he say he had a past due bill? How y'all know he got a past due bill? How y'all know he got a past due bill? How y'all know he got a light bill too? Here they got a gas bill too. Telephone disconnect, wait for the next paycheck. Didn't he work it out? How y'all know this? Now somebody said he better pawn those new glasses. I'm Kim Burrell, can't you tell? Not pawn the new glasses. Well, maybe he had the lights turned off. I mean, sometimes I'll be in my bed with the lights off. Does that mean that my electric is turned off? No, that means I turned the lights off. I mean, I'm trying to be fair. How y'all know his lights off? Okay, can somebody please tell me the clip and the timestamp? Is it still up? Catherine, is it still up? Because I'll go over there and look real quick. Is it still up? Somebody tell me, is it still up? I'll go and look. Is it still up? Turn off the lights and light a candle. Turn them off. Ah, is it still up? I need a yes or no. Is it still up? Okay, nobody ain't telling me nothing. I get. Okay, is it still up? Okay, y'all a little slow. For all you gotta do is say yes or no. Is it still up? Okay, let me, because y'all ain't gonna tell me if it's up or not. And if it's up, where is it? Okay, okay. I'm so tired, y'all black folk. I'm asking y'all a specific question. Is the thing still up? And if it is, where did? Oh, Fridge Net says she looking. Just because you blocked over that don't mean you can't see the videos. When you block, that means you just can't type in the chat. Okay, I guess it ain't nobody ain't saying that. I'm only waiting to see if the man's lights off now. I pray the man lights ain't off. I hope I see something that indicates that his lights are on and y'all just over exaggerating. That's my prayer. The settlement this girl, y'all so mean. His lights are on. See, Lady Head Giver said his lights are on. We don't want to see. So again, so the lady said that his lights on. So it ain't even an issue. It ain't even an issue. The lady said his lights on. Okay. Y'all want that man to be in poverty. Y'all want that man to suffer. Y'all don't want to see that man succeed. Y'all ain't right. Brian ain't do nothing to nobody. All Brian do is mind his business, and he don't be doing nothing to nobody. And y'all be coming for Brian. I don't know why y'all be coming for Brian like that, because he don't do nothing to nobody. Not new clothes, girl. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I'm getting ready to go into this situation here. Look, y'all, I gotta go. But anyway, keep hope alive. Be safe at these Super Bowl parties. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the Super Bowl party or not. I'll think about it. It depends on how I'm feeling. At minute mark 11:25 from yesterday's Song Alive, it appears he is in the dark using a flashlight. Uh-oh. Okay, let me go on over there now. Hold on.
To be honest, I don't really know what's going on over there. It looks like it's very hot, very uncomfortable, a lot of sweat. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on over there, but I don't know if the man lights are cut off. That's all. I don't know if his lights cut off or not, but it looks very hot. It looks very hot. That's all I can say. Very hot over there. He was at the gym. Okay. It looks very hot. Mm-mm. That's all I'm gonna say. Very hot. Yeah. So anyway, y'all, I gotta really go. It's been interesting. I hope the man electric ain't off. I hope it ain't off. That's it. Yeah, I hope it ain't off. I don't go over there often. I see he got me in a title, child. Anyway, y'all use all the stuff you want to, but don't get struck. That's all I can say. Don't get struck. If it shows up on my platform, it's up and stuck. That's all I'm gonna say. It's up and stuck. So yeah. So I don't know what your little video is about. Don't really matter. I don't take it personal. All I say is if it shows up on my automatic copyright stuff, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. So hopefully it don't show up on my copyright stuff. Lady head giver, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I hope the man lights ain't on. I don't give two damn. It's a show. It's a show. I don't take these people. If his lights off, Jesus wept. If his lights on, to God be the glory. That's all I can say. Well, anyway, y'all, I got to get to where I need to go. Y'all have a good one. Peace and love. Bye.